Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We're in the creative sim for Sims 4. No, I did not create this one. She just kind of spawned here, for lack of a better word. So, why am I covering a creative sim demo? It's mainly to show off the kind of stuff that you can do with Sims now. Now, remember back in the day, Sims 1 was pretty much all texture. There was no like definition or anything like that. Sims 2 gave you a little more. You could design a little bit better with it. Sims 3 definitely gave you more. You could change the way that they looked, and then their life choices also changed the way that they moved, acted, and things like that. So, for example, Sims 3, if you sat around and just ate ice cream all day, your sim would get fat. Sims 2 and 1, not so much. Sims 4 is looking to take that in an even bigger direction. Now before, Sims 4 had all these different sliders, or Sims 3 had all these sliders and everything like that. So if you wanted to change the way a sim looked, you would have to mess with the sliders. There's only a very few sliders. I've played around with this for a little bit. So you know what, we're first going to start off with, hello, my name is. What? My name is. Who? My name is Chicka Slim Lady. Yeah, okay. Anyways. So, first and foremost, this is definitely a lot better. Sims 3, you could hit the randomize button. That's what these are, randomize name. And it would randomize a first and last name. So sometimes, you know, and I got a mod that gave better first names, more common first names, rather than sometimes you get really weird names. First and last names. So it was giving more common names, and I personally like that. This takes it just one step further, because the randomizer in Sims 3 would randomize the entire name. So this, you can actually just randomize first and last name separately. So we'll do that. We'll start with Jessica Butler. Why not? Not only that, but this is the other thing that I love, and I think it was in Sims 3, but sometimes not always. You change the gender easily, and it saves the outfit that they had. Now, right now you can only have young adult available. Adults, elder, I'm guessing that's teen, and child are not in the game yet. Voices are also a little bit better. You have sweet, melodic, and lilted. Oops. And for males, it's clear, warm, and brash. So we're going to stick with Jessica Butler, so we might as well. So you can slide it. Gets deeper.
Shlo Vagila. Lex Aurorba.
How do you? Yorbabe.
Zomboom Inavash.
Wisadib Sarpava.
In I will say in Sims 3, it sounded a little awkward the higher and lower you got it. This sounds a little bit better. Not only that, they have different walks now. So you have a perky walk, a snooty walk, a swagger walk, feminine walk, tough walk, goofy walk, sluggish walk, and a bouncy walk. So there you have that. We'll go ahead. We'll just give her the feminine walk. Why not? Alright. Now, I know I haven't gotten to the create part yet, but we want to look at the little bit that's here. So, now there's aspirations. So, you can pick an aspiration. You have athletic, creativity, deviance, fortune, food, family, knowledge, love, nature, and popularity. Athletic, you get the choice of bodybuilder, which gives you a high metabolism. It is easier to stay fit and trim when you have high metabolism. Creativity, you have three options. You can be painter extraordinaire, which gives you muser. Users get better boosts to their skills when they're inspired. Musical genius, also gets Muser, and so does Best-Selling Author. Deviants, you can either be a public enemy or chief of mischief, and it gives you the dastardly. Dastardly Sims perform stronger and more successful mean interactions. Family, you have successful lineage or big happy family. So we'll do check that out. You get the domestic. Domestic Sims will see their family relationships grow stronger faster. Food, you can be a master chef or a master mixologist. Gives you the essence of flavor, which is the Sims with the essence of flavor make higher quality food and drink. Then there's Fortune, fabulously wealthy or mansion baron. Business savvy Sims earn more than the standard rate from careers. Then there's Knowledge, you get Renaissance Sim, Nerd Brain, and Computer Whiz. That gives you the Quick Learner. Quick Learners build all skills a little bit faster. Love, you have Hopeful Romantic and Soulmate. Gives you the Alluring. Alluring Sims are more successful at romance than others. Nature, you have Freelance Botanist, the Curator, and Angling Ace. Gives you the Collector. Collectors can find rare collectibles more often. And then there's Popularity with Jokestar, Party Animal, and Friend of the World. And it gives you the Gregarious. Gregarious Sims build friendly relationships faster. Then you can pick traits. So you have just some very, very simple ones. I'm not sure whether or not these are final. Again, this is just the demo. When the full game comes out on the 2nd, there could be a whole lot more to this than just what we're seeing. But you have the emotional ones, which give you active, cheerful, creative, goofball, gloomy, genius, hot-headed, romantic, and self-assured. So, for example, we want to be cheerful.
Barzo!
And when you pick cheerful, obviously you can see it gets rid of gloomy and hot-headed because it, it, as it says, it conflicts with it. Hobby, you have art lover, bookworm, foodie, perfectionist, music lover, geek.
Shish-a-tab.
Over on a lifestyle, you have ambitious, childish, clumsy, lazy, insane, glutton, loves outdoors, materialistic, neat, snob, and slob. So you could pick, for example, childish.
No.
Which will conflict with snob. If you pick snob, that will conflict with childish.
Goomao.
And then last but not least, you have social, you have bro, evil, family-orientated, loner, hates children, good, mean, non-committal, and outgoing.
Ribbo.
Alright, now that we've looked at all of that, there's not much to it. Go ahead and we'll go down here along the bottom. So here you can see Jessica Butler. You can click on her and bring her up. And then you have this, add a sim. So you can just make a brand new sim.
Itagum slow.
Which is great. Or you can play with genetics. Now, right now, all it does is randomize a sister or randomize twin. Or if you go make a male, it could be randomized brother. So you can do this. And it's going to use from her genetics to randomize a sister. Randomized twin will make the twin look almost exactly like her. So if we were to, say, add a random sim, and then
Malfoy Bifose,
randomized sister, it'll pull from him, but I'm pretty sure, yes, we can do this. We can have household relationships. So right now there's only these three: roommate, brother, and husband. Making him a husband will not give you a option on making a child. It just doesn't exist yet. But making him a brother is almost kind of racist in this sense.
Wajini.
It may pull from both of them, but it's looking like it's just pulling from her, which is fine. We were just doing that to show it off. Yes. Alright, so let's get back to Jessica. Down here is one of the coolest things. Again, there's a randomizer, but a randomizer would literally just randomize everything about the sim. Now it can be completely randomized. So you know what? Let's make her a twin or a sister or something.
You see?
So we can show this off. Yeah, why not? Let's do with that. So we can show this all off. So you can select all and it would randomize everything.
Boom in a bosh.
But let's undo that.
Zucchini and a Swiss.
Or you can do each individual one. So randomize body shape. Randomize the face. Skin tone. Hair. Voice.
Vivas Fabine.
Clothing. Or you can do any combination of it. Until you get something just like that. Alright. Alright, Jessica, we're going to take you in for a little spin. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We'll just start with this to begin with. We'll show the body. So you can start with something simple. You have just these 3 sliders here,
Barange.
which will show you fitness,
Quo Ben.
and then of course weight. It actually looks like a supermodel there.
Huh.
And then of course you have the clothing, which is definitely brand new to all this. You see, you can select different looks to it easily. You also have t-shirts. It's very, very simple at this stage. There's not a whole lot to it. Custom content, I did try to create some of my own, and it didn't turn out too well. But as you can see, it does have its varying degrees to it. Making things nice and easy, looking actually pretty decently. You also have full body options. So you have jumpsuits, which I first saw this, it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna make a Ghostbuster jumpsuit, and it's not actually a jumpsuit. Long dresses, short dresses, and robes. And not only that, but you can set formal attire, athletic attire, sleepwear, and party outfits. And then of course that's just pretty much every day you can see all of it. Better look there. You also have accessories, so like gloves. And it's real easy to remove them as well now. You just select the ones you want to remove. So as you can see, she already has some accessories on her. But we can go through it as simple as well. They also broke it down. You have bracelets, gloves, rings, leggings, and socks. And of course you have shoes. She's right now kept wearing the cowboy boots, so you have sandals. They also, again, break it down for you, nice and easy. Sandals, flats, loafers, slippers, heels, wedges, sneakers, and boots. Converse looking shoes. So you throw some socks on her, why not? Alright. So that's the clothing option. Moving up to the face, you can do all sorts of things. So you can select with the face, which gives you face and skin tone. And you can play with the faces as well. Oh, I removed her hair, but you do have a whole slew of hairstyles for her. Oh, don't want to show that just yet. Right now, there's not a whole lot. Of course, the modders are out there working on everything. Can even add hats, which actually affects the hairstyle. So, for example, she's got this afro. You add a hat to it, and it actually kind of pushes it down a little bit, which gives an interesting look to it. Whereas if you select a different hairstyle, it will adjust accordingly to the hairstyle that you have given her. So this is definitely a big step up. The modding community is definitely going to have a whole lot of fun with this. Because before, hats were pretty much it. You couldn't do much with hats. And what you had as a hat is what you had as a hat. Alright. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. You also have accessories. So you have earrings that you can give. And picking a color is rather easy. Now you just select the one that's the color that's on this little palette below. Again, they don't have very many options on it. They have glasses, everything from sunglasses to regular glasses. And then necklaces. Now, of course, for the guys, they also have facial hair, and I'll show you that in a moment here. Let's switch her over to a dude so we can see that. So as you can see, they get the extra, they get the facial hair. They also have quite a few hairstyles as well. And then the facial hair. They have quite a bit of this as well. And again, you just switch back over to Jessica, and it's got her look all over it still. Alright. Oh, I removed all those. Whatever. That's fine. Anyways, so moving on, you have makeup as well for the characters, so you can select makeup, whether it's lips, eyes, whatever. I believe on accessory, it's one of these, I think there's full costume makeup as well, I'm not positive. Oh, skin details, so you can do wrinkles, freckles. But of course, you can only have one set of freckles open, so you can't have all of them. Alright. Now to the real stuff. So, you can edit your characters rather easily. You can just select on a part of them, and it'll pull up a menu where you can play with different settings for the Sims. Yep. Even right to the ears. But there's this enter detail mode. So you can actually go right into it and change just about everything. from specific parts. So there you have it. So you can make them look however you would like. And you can exit detailed mode. And then you can actually look at it more refined. You can even refine it even more. Shrink her shoulders, broad her arms, make her hips wider or leaner. And yes, you can give her really perky boobs. You can make them saggy. I know, yeah. I know. Thin out her neck, stretch out her neck, and yes, you can make her butt bigger. The only thing you can't seem to do are their hands, but their feet can be played with as well. Bring out the stomach. And then that's just in addition to doing that.
What so? Huh.
So you can play with them however you would like. It is definitely a huge step up, and you can see it just highlights where you can do it. So you can do that. Her hips are really wide. Her butt's big. You can increase her weight so it's even bigger and more noticeable. You can do this. You can do that. Play with their head. Make it bigger. Make it smaller. Play with their neck. You can make really weird looking Sims. All thanks to how this now works. Not just weird looking, but more defined, I should say. I'm just messing around with her. I mean, you can just see all the types of things that you can do just by playing with just for a little bit. Make her
Whoa, Ben.
super skinny, and yet really buff. She almost has like no figure to her. Or you can stretch it all out. Make her look like she's a bodybuilder of some sort. So there you have it. That is Sims 4 Create a Sim demo. There's one other feature that you can check out, which is the gallery. And you have your library, or you have the community. And the community, they have all sorts of stuff on here. And you can search for it and in 3 different ways. You can search by item name, origin ID, or a hashtag. So for example, if you did hashtag Doctor Who, boom. And then you can click on this, and this button here, bring household into Create a Sim. You can merge, replace, or cancel. You can merge it. And now you have Amelia Pond in the household. Not only that, you can randomize the sister. Randomize the twin. The other way that you can search, of course, item name. So you can put Pony. And yes, I got all the brony stuff here. You have all these MLPs that you can download and add to your collection. We can put in... I tried this and got nothing. Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Ghostbusters. So you have Peter Venkman, Raymond Stantz, Egon Spengler, and of course, Winston Zeddemore. Now, custom content is kind of light right now because this just came out yesterday, but expect a lot more in the future. And when this game comes out, I am planning on getting it, so we shall see even more in the days to come. So until then, I will see you guys next time.